Wait, did I actually start the stream? Oh, yeah, I did actually.
Resident Evil 0.
Wow, it did not take me long to forget that apparently. What time is it? Oh, it's only 10:40. Who the hell keeps sending me the same damn message? Alright, let's go. Excuse me. I seriously hate backtracking in this game. It's a lot harder for me to remember how to get around in this one compared to what was the other one? Oh yeah, RE1. Because if I remember Resident Evil 4 and no, not 5, but Resident Evil 4, there was a bit of backtracking, but it was definitely not to the same extent as earlier Resident Evil games. In fact, I think the same areas you visit the first time in Resident Evil 1, you revisit those areas more times than you have to revisit areas in 0 or any other earlier games before 4 came out. And that's just mainly because of the fact that the game takes place inside a huge mansion, as opposed to others like Resident Evil 2 and 3, which takes place throughout a city. I kind of wish Operation Raccoon City had something like that. A bit of a free roam ability. Because Operation Raccoon City, to me, it's kind of like Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite. Good gameplay, and the graphics really aren't that bad. It's just that everything else could have been much better. Like, I like how you actually get to play as no, they weren't necessarily assassins. Umbrella mercenaries for the first. Well, that was my first time playing a Resident Evil game with you playing as members of Umbrella mercenaries for hot. No, they weren't mercenaries for hire. They were official employees. I'm getting all mixed up. But you could play as them, and
you stay here.
Fine.
you actually get to learn a little bit about them right before the start of each mission when you select which 4 out of the, I think it was like 6 total.
Fine.
Yeah, it was 6 total, but you could only choose.
Fine.
Wait, what? Hello, bike race. Now, what was I saying? Oh yeah, it was like 6 of them, but you could only choose 4 for each mission. Unfortunately, I only got to play that game offline. I never got to play that game online back when it was on the PS3. Let's see if I can remember how to do this correctly. I still think for Operation Raccoon City, that game could have done. Even though it takes place at the same time as Resident Evil 2 and is technically non-canon, I think what they could have done to make that game much better, at least for the story, was to actually make it make that game make it canon, make it officially part of the Resident Evil series. But even though it takes place at the same time as Resident Evil 2, the characters don't actually interact with Leon and Claire. Like it's sort of, what do they call that? Those kind of plots where it takes place at the same time as an earlier film or game, but they don't really that's what I'm looking for. Intersect. I'm trying to remember what's that called. A self-contained plot. So if they'd done something like that for Operation Raccoon City, where it's canon, but it just shows us what the employees, what was the name of those sort of field workers that Umbrella had? Was it UMBC? Something like that. But anyways, where it's like it just shows what they were doing, what their higher ups had to go doing around the city. Either like surveilling the chaos going on in Raccoon City, or to go assassinate some Umbrella employee who they want dead and out the way. Do something like that. But like I said, anything going on with Leon, Claire, and Ada, like they just don't interact with them.
This way.
Fine.
That way they would have avoided that issue of when you run into, because officially when you run into Leon and Claire at the end, I still remember how they said what happens to them, like what happens to characters like Leon, how they can end up potentially dying, or you could just play the story normally depending on your actions throughout the game. So I thought it was one of those type of games where you make choices throughout the game and it affects the ending. Kind of like Spider-Man Web of Shadows. Only for you to play the game, and like the decisions you make they have no consequences. You only get one choice, or you have to just play the story normally. The only multiple choice part throughout the game is whether you kill Leon or not, and that was very anticlimactic. And I'm like, why would they make all these promises? And basically, how could they fail to deliver on a promise that they made so badly? Like, you get fans all hyped up for a game like that, and then you blow it. Because like I said, the story to the game prior to when they run into Claire and Leon at the rail yard, the story for the game before then was actually pretty great, in my opinion. Man, it's amazing how far the body can walk before finally collapsing. Need to go back this way and head up the ladder. You know, I understand the whole thing with Rebecca not being as strong as Billy, but it's kind of irritating how it's because of that. Whenever she fires a gun like a Magnum or a shotgun, it causes her to take a step back a little bit from the what's that called? The recoil. And yet Billy can shoot it just fine without any kind of issue. I'm like, damn, they really emphasize the whole strength and weakness thing between Rebecca and Billy. Yeah, what if any feminist groups ever got mad over that, or if they just never paid attention to it? It's always simple stuff. It's always the most simplest of things in a game. They get the most irrational of groups mad over nothing. I remember one guy who just a couple days ago was saying how he refuses to play Dead or Alive because it's nothing but just overly sexualized females in the game, nothing but naked women and all that. And I'm like, there's no naked women in Dead or Alive, or at least you can't play as them, not unless you have the game modded specifically for that. And I was saying, how can you make that argument when what was I saying? I'm trying to remember how I said it to him. Oh yeah, I was like, how can you make that argument when there's plenty of that?
You stay here.
And that's not what I want.
This way.
Yeah, they got stuff like that in plenty of other fighting games, like Tekken. Even Mortal Kombat has scantily clad females, like freaking Melina and the MK and the other MK ninjas. Sure, they don't do sexualization of females to the same extent as Dead or Alive, or at least they don't advertise it to the same extent. But that doesn't take away the fact that they still do it. And it's like, it's funny hearing people argue about that, especially when I hear other guys arguing about it. And I'm like, okay, so either you're gay or you're, what they call those kind of people? A prune? Prune. Either that or they're just so scared of females that the thought of seeing one with very loose clothing on in a video game just scares them. Because like I said, they got that in other games besides Dead or Alive. They just don't advertise it or do it to the same extent. Move, bitch. It's always irritating when you're trying to get somewhere, but an AI-controlled partner is literally just standing in your way and you can't get past him for whatever reason. I think this is the part where those giant frogs show up. Yep, there it is. Damn, 2 Magnum shots. Usually it takes just one. I don't remember them being that. Well, then again, the last time I played this all the way through was on. I think it was on an easier difficulty. Yeah, it was on easy. That's shooting text. I like saying that. I remember I got that saying from Ghostbusters. It was Bill Murray's character after they have gotten their, or after they were trying to capture their first ghost Slimer. And I remember after shooting at it with those, I can't remember what the equipment was called. It was just those weird weapons they use to capture ghosts, and they said specifically not to cross the streams. But oh yeah, I gotta raise the bridge or lower the water, something like that. Anyways, they were aiming at it, and I think they missed. And one of them was still firing even after the ghost had already escaped. And he was like, "Whoa, whoa, nice shooting, Tex." And I just really like that line. Damn. Just one zombie grabbing me and that one frog hitting Wesker was enough to take their health to caution. Is that all the ink ribbons that I have? Nope, apparently I have all the ink ribbons with me. Holy shit!
I'll go check over there. Come on.
Of course, I end up in caution after that. Dang, I'm surprised they ain't dead. I thought that looks like it could have been an instant kill. Hmm. gondola. That's a weird name for whatever that's supposed to be. How could she breathe in there? Looks like one of those airtight sort of things. Put your muscle into it, girl. There you go. And while she's just standing there all comfortably, I have Wesker head on over there. Oh, right, not this way. I think that's like the only special move he has. I can't remember if he has the dash ability. I think that's only in Resident Evil 5. Oh, no, 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 fuck, fuck, fuck. Son of a bitch. That was almost an instant kill. Those are the only non-boss enemies that I know of will have an instant kill, even if you're at full health. Because I think those hunters, for their special kill to work, that you have to be in caution. I wonder if weapons with unlimited ammo is unlockable in the original version of Resident Evil 0 for the GameCube. Trying to run up on me, boy. Alright, I think this is what's needed to make battery acid.
Follow me.
Fine.
Sheesh, where did our guns keep disappearing during these? Only two?
E. Farah.
Hold on a moment, need to take care of something real quick and I'll be right back. Oh damn, did this thing just freeze on me? Dang it. Gotta see if that video I did of Street Fighter 4 has uploaded yet. Trying to remember what else I was looking for. Oh, here it is. Now, what I don't get, Baldy, is how exactly it is. Let's see, you got over 300 subscribers, 311, and you got some videos on your channel. And a whole lot of views. Not bad really, but how the hell is it that you got time got time to be a troll on someone else's live stream, just uploading random comments and whatever? It's like, if you got time to do all of that, surely you got time to contribute to your own channel. I mean, how can you hope to be a successful YouTuber if you're just going on other people's channels doing that kind of nonsense? Hey, did it Aries from what's the name of his channel? Oh yeah, avoiding the puddle. Didn't he call out somebody on something like that on his stream, and he went to their channel and found out they were a YouTuber as well. I remember him doing. It was either him or it was another YouTuber who tends to do that. But I like watching Avoiding the Puddle. Aries' channel is hilarious. But I think most people watch his channel mainly because of the fact that he's a Tekken player. And that's honestly one of the reasons why I mainly watch his channel. But I also find him hilarious. He's like very blunt and what's what I'm looking for? Direct with his comments, especially if he insults someone. Like when he makes insults to people on his channel, it's really a matter of figuring out or just knowing that he's simply being a troll to his own viewers. or if it's seriously him, not necessarily harassing, but what is it? Trolling someone who themselves is being a troll on his channel. Because he would do that, and it's hilarious. And he always comes up with the funniest shit to say.
Follow me.
Fine.
You know, maybe if they put what was the characters I was thinking of? Oh yeah, Armor King and Marduk. Maybe if they put that, once they finally put them in the game, if they ever do, I'll probably get Tekken 7 again. I think this is for that door I was trying to go through earlier with Wesker, but I couldn't before reuniting with Rebecca. I really do like this outfit that Rebecca has. A lot like what Jill wears in Resident Evil 5, only black instead of purple. Or violet or dark blue, whatever color it was. I think it was purple. Oh man, imagine that, having to fight not just Wesker, but Wesker, Jill, and Rebecca. Those two under the control or under the influence of those weird devices. I'm trying to remember how exactly they worked. I think it was like those devices injected some kind of chemical into it would inject a chemical into the person's body and make them obedient to wherever it is a person would tell them to do. I remember that's how it worked. I don't know, I have to look it up again to remember how exactly the device, because it was attached to their chest, and I don't think the chemicals injected into them would go directly to their brain after an injection through the chest. I think it was like some other weird way it worked. I don't know, some weird fictional science. And in Resident Evil, they always come up with some weird way, you know, to explain all these viruses and chemicals and whatnot in the Resident Evil universe. Man, I still think it's stupid how they don't have the actual treasure chest to put your stuff away in this game. Hey, what do you know? I'm close to the end. I think it was like sometime last month. Because I don't think it's been 2 months, but definitely a month ago. Or sometime last month in August when I was trying to live stream this. And I only got to part 2 before this part.
Welcome, young ones. So glad you have joined the party. You are the guests of honor. After all, it's your wake.
Who are you? Dr. Marcus?
No, you can't be. What's going on?
10 years ago, Spencer had me assassinated.
Time to die, Doctor.
I will take over your research.
Wesker, Birkin.
That was a terrible supervillain laugh. Damn it, Birkin.
However, something wondrous happened. It took the T-virus inside of my queen, years to procreate my new life.
I live. Now I will have my revenge on Umbrella, and the world will burn in an inferno of hate.
You'll pay for what you've done.
We'll see which one of us is gonna die.
That was also a terrible supervillain laugh. You guys suck. And that's just nasty. Man, took more magnum rounds of that tyrant. Man, that's just nasty. So I need to figure out how this goes. So the Queen Leech, wherever the hell that thing is, went inside his body, but he was already dead and his body was super decayed by the time it found him in that water where they dumped him. And so that makes me wonder, does that mean he was actually resurrected by the T-virus, or is it just the leech reanimating his body, but he was still, I just forgot the guy's name. He was still dead and long gone by that point. And it was just the, that queen that he was talking about. Like it somehow just gained his memories and acting like it was him. None of that really explains the weird dress it had him wear, though. Like, that was just weird. Like, I've seen better choices for supervillain attire from villains in a kids show, as opposed to Resident Evil, which is supposed to be more mature. Also, one thing I want to know is, like, once the Queen Leech dies, I wonder what happens to all these other ones. Like, I think it's, by the looks of it, it looks like some kind of hive. And normally, hives cannot survive without a... Hell. Dang, camera angles. Hives, last time I checked, cannot survive without a queen. Or some kind of functioning leader. So I'm thinking maybe once the queen herself actually dies, so do all the rest. I think either instantly or eventually. Either that or they die from the self-destruct sequence. Just gonna save this real quick, don't want to take any chances. That's not what I want. Man, imagine that if you found a typewriter, but it was actually broken, but you don't know that, or at least like you can see that it looks broken, and because of that, you can't use it to save. Hey, I only saved 8 times. That's a new record for me. That'd be like just the worst way the people who make this game could just troll the players. Especially it's like you're low on health, you find a typewriter, but you can't save your progress because you're too low on health. No, you can't. No, you can't save your progress because that typewriter is broken. Man, imagine if they did something like that in Resident Evil 2, where you find some kind of save point, or it's supposed to be a save point, but there's something wrong with it, and you can't actually save. That'd be like the worst way to troll or piss off any Resident Evil player. Especially Resident Evil 2. Resident Evil 2 looks like it might be the hardest or most difficult Resident Evil game by the looks of it. Because by the looks of things, zombies don't go down easily, even with a shot to the head. And I'm like, usually a shot to the head is almost all you need, even with a handgun. Just maybe what I've seen in the demo, the zombies in that game can take freaking, I think it was like 4 or 5 shots to the head, and they were still going. So you'll definitely be spending more time running rather than fighting. And always using your guns against bosses. At least bosses you can't avoid.
The self-destruct system has been activated. All personnel evacuate immediately. Repeat.
Who activated the self-destruct system?
Come on, can't this thing move any faster?
What's up with this game? What's up with the Resident Evil series and self-destruct stuff? Everything's got to end in a big old explosive. Or some kind of weird explosion.
Shit!
The self-destruct system has been activated. All personnel evacuate immediately. Repeat.
Die, you evil, unholy beast.
Billy, we can't handle sunlight. We need to open the windows.
Follow me!
No wonder they only attacked at night and stayed underground.
You work on the windows.
God,
I'll use my charm to distract Her Majesty.
Sounds kinky. What I don't get is why it's showing me this manual,
System has been activated.
and it's like I have to play as
Evacuate immediately.
Billy, or Wesker in this case, and all I gotta do is just protect her. But yeah, it's a good thing he doesn't get constantly knocked back when from the recoil when shooting.
Has been activated. All personnel evacuate immediately. Repeat.
So if she's gonna be busy with that, then I'm just gonna exchange all this stuff with whatever she has.
All personnel evacuate immediately. Repeat.
And I'll take that. Hey, which of these magnums do more damage? It never says.
The self-destruct system has been activated. All personnel evacuate immediately. Repeat.
That's not what I wanted. Oh, come on! Look at the way she's laying. Damn, I'm cold for that.
Resident Evil 0.
Oh, it's like before I start again. Hey, I wonder if that guy who came to my channel who tried to start spamming those random comments. I wonder if they left already. Cause seriously, I don't understand how it is exactly someone like him. Like he's got a few videos on his channel. Although everything's all typed in Spanish, so I don't know what it says on his channel. But it's like he's got some gameplay videos of his own. And he's got a lot of views on each of his videos. So I'm like, how do you get off calling yourself a YouTuber? Like you got time to... I'm trying to remember what I said earlier. Like that guy has all that time to be able to troll me during my live stream, or try to. Wasn't very good. It's like the amount of time and effort you're putting into trolling me, or just be annoying, is the same amount of time and effort you could be using, I don't know, to upload more stuff to your channel. Or I don't know, do something to contribute to your stuff. It's like the kind of stuff people would rather focus on is just it's amazing what they would rather do in their free time instead of something more productive.
All personnel evacuate immediately. Repeat.
Yeah, I think that's like only a close range sort of attack. Oh, bitch.
The self-destruct system has been activated.
Dang, I should have healed her before starting.
The self-destruct system has been activated. All personnel evacuate immediately. Repeat.
On guard, you unholy beast! I shall slay thee. Yeah, damn, that's a corny as hell right now.
Destruct system has been activated.
Run for your life.
Personnel evacuate immediately. Repeat.
I can't even see. I'm just unloading into that thing.
The self-destruct system has been activated. All personnel evacuate immediately. Repeat.
Ow, you bitch.
The self-destruct system has been activated. Personnel evacuate immediately. Repeat.
Sheesh, how many of these does she have to activate? Because I thought it was just 4. And I'm pretty sure that was already 4.
The self-destruct system has been activated.
No, don't go after her.
Evacuate immediately.
This is a whole lot closer than I feel comfortable with.
The self-destruct system has been activated. All personnel evacuate immediately.
Speedy! Feast on this! Rebecca, hurry!
Whoa, where'd the sun go?
Hey, that must be the old mansion that Enrico was talking about. I guess it's time to say goodbye. Officially, Lieutenant Billy Cohen is dead.
Yeah, I'm just a zombie now. Thank you, Rebecca.
So, what was with the butterfly and the spider web? Saving that. And saving that. It took me 6 hours, 11 minutes, and 12 seconds to beat Wesker mode. And I earned a new costume for Rebecca. Booyah! Let's see all the naysayers talk about this one now. Actually, I remember there was a video. I didn't watch it, but it was titled Resident Evil Unsolved Mysteries. And it was apparently talking about what happened to Billy Cohen after Resident Evil 0. Man, that whole setup for at the end, for that whole conclusion, was just like a typical 80s film. You got the muscular dude say some random cliche one-liner before shooting the big bad, be it human or monster or whatever, with some kind of powerful weapon, in this case a magnum, and all he needs was just one shot to kill it. And then have the whole adventure conclude first with a big old explosion and them escaping by the skin of their teeth. I think that's how the saying goes. And then them lying on a cliff by a sunset before walking off into the next adventure. Literally in Rebecca's case, since she heads to the mansion right afterwards. I'm thinking, man, that was a whole night and all the way up into the morning time for her right before Resident Evil 1. I'm thinking, did she ever get any sleep in between 0 and 1? Because I remember it was in one of the adaptations of the Resident Evil stories. It was not the Umbrella. Yeah, it was. I think it was the Umbrella Chronicles. Yeah, the Umbrella Chronicles. And that's like after the whole crisis that she went through in Resident Evil 0. You see her at the beginning of Resident Evil 1 inside the mansion, asleep inside one of the rooms, where she's shown having a nightmare, and part of that nightmare includes, I think it was like she got attacked by
Resident Evil
What was it? I think it was a giant spider. Widescreen 4:3 ratio. I don't think I ever tried the original. I'm gonna try that. Oh yeah, I definitely should have went with wide because I do not like this. Western, leather, Team Wesker. Welcome to Team Wesker. Trophy, sweet. Put on Team Wesker costume. Let's see, I can shoot you no, obtain all weapons, combine every type of herb with each other. What other trophy have I not unlocked that isn't a hidden trophy? Oh yeah, finish the game without using a recovery item, including green chemicals. Finish the game without using a first aid spray. Finish the game without saving. Finish the game without combining herbs. Finish the game on hard difficulty. Finish the game with rank S. Combine every type of herb with each other, obtain all weapons. Already read that. Hey, this handgun's supposed to have unlimited ammo. Is it because I went to a new game? I think that's what it is. Also, not really liking the way she stands when she shoots. Because I remember usually most officers, police or military, when they hold a handgun, they usually have like one foot behind the other. Which to me seems better. Like having a wide stance but with one foot behind the other for balance.
This is Officer Chambers from Stars Bravo. What just happened? I thought they were dead.
Yeah, I don't think you can unlock unlimited ammo for Resident Evil 1. I think it's just for 0. And personally, between 0 and 1, I feel like Resident Evil 0 is the harder. Because I think Wesker mode was just basically normal mode. Because I feel like a lot of the stuff I got hit with, especially when fighting that tyrant, or even with that Queen Leech.
Resident Evil 0.
I feel like a lot of that stuff, it would have taken less hits to kill me. Like I would have died long ago. So that's why I feel like it was just on normal mode. And I remember playing the Resident Evil 1 on normal mode. And so between the both of them, I think Resident Evil 0 is a lot more harder. Okay, so you can't switch costumes in Wesker mode even after beating it. Also, apparently there's no, I don't think there's difficulty setting for Wesker mode. Let me see. He does have a dash. I just can't remember which button it was. Apparently it was O. And nope, there's no difficulty setting for Wesker mode. Just one difficulty. And like I said, I think that was just on normal. Even though it felt like it was a lot harder than that.
Resident Evil 0.
Too bad you can't save it and it has Rebecca's name displayed once you beat it. And if I remember, extra game was you basically going around collecting leeches. Yeah, Leech Hunter. Your mission. Sounding like a couple of agents. Find all the blue and green leech charms in the Umbrella facility and escape the mansion's front door. Leech charm features. Colors. Billy and Rebecca can only carry certain color leech charm and they cannot be exchanged between characters. Blue for Billy, green for Rebecca. Can't be dropped. Once you acquire a leech charm, it can't be dropped. Inventory storage. Up to 10 leech charms can be stored in your inventory as one item. Leech charm count. Blue 50, green 50. So that's only 5 spaces I can hold. If you exit through the mansion's front door or if the character dies, the game will end. If the character dies, your leech charm will not be counted. So stay alive until you escape. Good luck. Ooh, that was creepy. But I'll save Leech Hunter for another time.
Resident Evil 0.
So let me go to an already another completed file. I wonder if there's a way to unlock another costume for Billy. Because if I remember, there's other costumes that Rebecca has that you can unlock in this game for her. But I think that's through DLC. And it costs money. Now that I think about it, it's rare for me to find any DLC for any game that doesn't cost money. Which makes sense. I mean, it's supposed to cost money. I mean, how else are video game companies supposed to make a living? Western, leather, Team Wesker. I mean, the Western outfit is definitely the hardest one. But I do like the leather one. But I do like her original outfit, Stars 2002. Western, like straight out of a cowboy film. And it looks like she's holding a hat in that artwork. And the leather, she's holding a machine gun, even though you have to unlock it through... I think it's Leech Hunter. You have to... I think with Leech Hunter, you have to beat it within a certain amount of time. And you can unlock the machine gun. Here it is, Team Wesker. So yeah, I can still get it even without, and I don't have to restart a whole new game. I'm trying to remember if it says what I can unlock. Ooh, right. You got a manual for switching costumes. Cool. Wait, what does coup de grace even mean? I don't even know that. What it means. So yeah, I remember it said before that by beating the game under certain conditions, you unlock different stuff. I think you have to, I think it's like at the beginning of Leech Hunter.
Resident Evil 0.
Man, stop telling us what this game is, we know. What do you know? The only supervillain laugh that isn't terrible. Let's see, it says game over if I just exit through the front door. Hey, can I switch costumes in this mode? Nope. Oh, yes, I can. Wonder if I get any new costumes for Billy. Aw, man. Looking stylish, though. Yeah, here it is. Machine gun ammo, infinite handgun ammo, infinite. So you unlock the Magnum, infinite ammo for the Magnums, infinite ammo for the handguns, infinite ammo for the shotguns, and machine gun ammo. Now, yeah, I'm gonna have to look this up online for like what I have to do specifically to get the machine gun. Because I think it's, you have to beat it within a certain amount of time with a certain amount of leeches total. But as I said, I'll do all that on a different time. I'm just wondering if I want to stream it or just record it. But yeah, I think this might be the shortest out of the other ones for my Resident Evil 0 playthrough. So I think after this, the next game, the next story mode I played through will probably be Resident Evil 1. I don't know, I want to live stream Strider because I have Strider and I want to live stream that, but I think I'm about, no, I don't think I'm even halfway through that game, but I don't want to start from the beginning because there's just so much stuff you have to do in that game. So much exploration, backtracking to get all the extra stuff, and I do not want to start over from the beginning. I don't know, maybe sometime I'll do that. But definitely what I want to do is get Doom so I can stream that again, because I remember I used to have a working copy, but then at some point that original copy I had just stopped working. Like for some reason my system couldn't read the disc. And I was so mad. I was so mad that it just for some reason would not work properly. So what time is it now? It is 11:49 p.m. I think I'm gonna play Injustice 2 next. Probably stream that as well. I still don't have PlayStation Plus, so I can't play online, and that sucks. Oh well, gotta do what you have, I guess. So yeah, I'll go live stream that, and I'll see y'all there, whoever decides to watch. Huh, I've only had one viewer this whole time. And to that one viewer who stayed with me this whole time, thank you very much. Your commitment to watch this whole stream while I play is very appreciated. And I'll see y'all whenever I see y'all again. Have a good day. Or night. I don't care.